I don't know that it is. Okay, you know what? I'm going to forget about an intro. I am simply going to put this over here. Oh, there goes my intro. Do you see it? Well, you wouldn't see it anyway. There's a little bit of a delay usually.
Yeah.
And transition. Hi, everybody. Well, I hope that this is working. I've had a whole lot of trouble getting the stream to work. What is this, my second or third time with live stream? And I seem to always have a problem. So Nate Sofly is with me. So Nate, do you see
Hi.
anything on the channel?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's talking and enjoying themselves.
Oh, so we're
It's all
here.
working now, so you're good. Hi, everyone.
Hey everybody. I see my son in this little chat. Well, anyway, I've been trying for the last 2 hours to get this thing going. We were going to start at 9, and I couldn't get it to go. We were trying to get the timer, the countdown to work, all those things. The timer, the countdown, everything to work. And I guess we got one to work and we didn't know it.
it
So anyway,
was good entertainment.
not
Stressful,
so much for me.
but
I think I've got even
yeah,
more gray hair
a
now.
little bit stressful, but we made it. It's all good.
So anyway, do you guys see I have a new outfit on? You know us girls, we have a new outfit. I have a new outfit. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Here, let me show you the back. That's the back. That's the front. So I have a new outfit. In fact, it is one that has the Grammy heart logo on it, and it is available. I can see comments. I see where Magnus said hi, Lomping Monk said hi, Slick Mill says hi, Grammy, Joshua Taylor says, and transition. And then there's Quack. Quack, you are here. Yes, I actually see the comments, and I'm so glad that I see them because I didn't know if I would see them at all tonight. I was so panicked. Okay, time to breathe, right? If nobody else needs to breathe, I know I do. Okay,
Well,
so
that
neat.
was quite the program.
And I have a different outfit on because this one actually has no sleeves, but there's another outfit just like it that has sleeves.
I have a different outfit on too from the last time we talked.
I know, look at that. You're no longer
I
the
was actually going to ask you if you wanted me to put the Bob the Builder costume back on for our little
Do you guys
live.
remember him in the Bob the Builder's costume? Do you guys remember that from last time?
when when we were doing the angled chair.
Yeah, the diagonal chair, and you were like all the way in it, out of it. It was quite interesting, though. It helped to see
that
where the
was
chair was.
that was pretty fun actually.
So
Um,
we have
so
some things to get
after
going.
this whole 2 hours of mayhem, I actually totally forgot what we had on the list of things to do.
Well, you know
So you're
what?
gonna have to refresh my memory.
What we need to do first is pretend that I'm a noob. I don't know, is noob really a bad term or a good term? Not
Um,
very sure.
I
But
think people can take offense to it, but it's not really worth taking offense to. I mean,
when
it
I
depends the context that it's used and who's
yeah,
using it, I guess.
well, when I say noob, I mean it with a loving term of that you guys are new. And we have all been new. Believe me, I remember when I could not even hitch up a trailer to a truck.
Yeah.
Could not. But so what we need to do is go find an elm tree. Remember? We are
Oh,
going to
okay. Yes,
do
yes, yes. I remember.
how new players can carry the trees and take them in. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go grab an axe real quick because I just
Oh,
lost two of mine in the water. If you
oh,
remember.
yes, that's right. I forgot about that
Yeah.
part. In the
Yeah,
midst
that
of
happened.
everything, he lost axes in the water. My outfit changed, but it's still a new
Ah,
one. But more importantly, we're here with you.
yes. Okay, so to start off
Actually,
with,
I have very much adventuresomeness, Joshua, to drive this Jeep. In fact, I remember years ago driving a Jeep and people challenging me, and I kind of scared everybody because got very close to a cliff when I was driving. Some people were scared, but I was in control. So anyway, yeah, I'm adventurous. So we need a tree. If
I
not
don't
an elm, we'll
see
do a
a
cherry.
single elm.
Yeah, so how about a cherry?
Oh, actually, you know what? Let's just go across the bridge.
No, we could just do a cherry.
Yeah, it's not really big enough.
Okay.
Actually, you know what would work is
What?
the like a pine tree from the snow biome.
Okay, but that takes a
Those
long
work.
time to get there.
Well, do you have dynamite?
No, not on me.
Oh, neither do I. Then we will
All
find
right.
something else.
So we're either going to go across the bridge or we're going to do cherry. I vote for cherry because I see them and
Yeah,
they're
let's go.
close.
Oh, that might be an elm right behind that cherry tree.
Okay, this is why I don't like other people to drive.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna whitelist you.
Oh, and speaking of which, in case I don't
And
even know if I said, this is Nate Sofly who is playing with me tonight because we're doing tips and tricks and he's all knowledgeable about the game dynamics and the game physics and he's teaching me things even I didn't know. Now, hold on. Now you can wave because I'm looking at you. Okay. Okay, now you can wave to everybody, Nate. I've got the camera positioned correctly. All right. So for those of you who don't know, the cherry is the pink one, so you can guess that I like the cherry trees. And this big one next to it is elm. Now you would think that elm is worth a lot of money, but it's really not. It's one of the bigger trees,
it's not.
but it is like has no worth. However, there are big trees that do have worth, like koa and walnut. Both of them are big. I didn't bring my mini axe. I had my end times.
Oh, you can borrow mine if you like.
I already got it.
Okay, cool.
So there is a way
So,
that you can do this. Now, normally when I do trees and I don't want to use my truck or something, I do things like tossing them like this, where you grab one end here and you toss it. Of course, you never know exactly how far it's going to go or if it's going to go the way you want it to go, and sometimes it can kind of take a while. But Nate said there's
um,
a better way to do it.
well, where this is really going is that sometimes it's faster just to take the whole tree to your base or to the drop-off window, right? Rather than cutting it all up into pieces and taking them
Yes.
down one by one. Sometimes it's just faster to take the whole tree there for whatever you're
Yes.
doing. Um,
Whoopsie.
so if you want to show them what it looks like with what you were doing, if you back up and have a look, and I'm just gonna jump. So there's not a whole lot of control with grabbing it somewhere. Sometimes it spins, it'll fling, all that
Hey,
stuff.
you're throwing it the wrong
And
way.
well, that's kind of what happens when you're just flinging it around, right? But there is an
Uh,
easy way to grab a tree of pretty much any size and have complete control over it. Now, it's not really going to work because it's your tree. So it's automatically going to be unstable when I touch it, no matter where I touch it.
That's right. Don't touch my
But
tree.
for you, if you lean it down so it's not standing up on end, and then grab it by the farthest end, so you can pretty much grab it from any end, but make sure the entire tree is in front of you.
Okay, well, that kind of didn't work because it was in a weird place and now it's way up there. So
That's okay. We get it back down.
there we go. I got it.
There you go. So now you should be able to keep total control of this tree and walk it all the way to your base or the drop off window wherever you want to take it.
Did anybody hear that
As long
should
as the
word?
as long as the whole tree is in front of you,
Yes. I got a problem. This tree's in
don't
my
grab
way.
it from somewhere in the middle. Grab it from a farthest point out and make sure the whole tree's in front of you and then tip it upwards using shift rotate.
And then I also suggest that if you're going to do it and you see another tree in your way, like a like this little tree here, if you're trying to do the elm tree, it's easier
Yeah,
to
you,
try and
you
get
got to
it
get
out
these
of
out of
your
the way.
way rather than to just you know. Okay, this is the concept with the littler tree. You put your cursor on it. Okay, so you see that blue dot that's on in front of me? Then you can lift up and it will tilt. If it's a small tree like this, you can just grab it like that. If, however, it's the big tree that you're doing, you have to use a little bit fancier things, which is still figuring out which pivot point might be good to use. And you grab one of them,
So
put your blue
if
cursor
you
on it,
grab it from right here
and
and then
then the
use Shift
S.
W, no, Shift W. So tip it up so the farthest end away from you is the only piece touching the ground.
Oh, I
And
was
now
doing
you
it
can
backwards.
gently walk forwards.
See, I was doing it backwards. I was doing the Shift S. No wonder it wasn't working for me.
Yeah, so Shift W. So you just tip it up a little bit
Shift W, 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 W. Whoopsies.
and then you should be able to just walk that whole thing right down to your
And of course,
base.
this is
You got
kind of like walking and chewing gum at the same time. You have to make sure that you walk forward at the same time that the tree is moving. Now, I cannot look at chat. That's three things at once. So if anybody's chatting and saying anything, I don't
now
know.
you see how it's kind of bouncing around?
Yes?
It might actually belong to me now because I did touch it.
No, I think it's just because I had it on the ground. But if you want to try it, you can. Go for it.
Well, I'm gonna take you off whitelist. Does it have my name on it or no?
I don't know. I have you whitelisted.
No, if you mouse over it, does it have my name on it or
It
not?
doesn't have any name on it.
Okay, well then it's yours still.
I know.
I'll put you back on whitelist.
All right. Oh, and if you're not careful, you can use these as ramps to walk up. Okay, so there we go. Oopsies. Did it again.
Cleaned. So now try it from this end, right?
This will be easier because the other one had too many things touching the
So
ground.
you gotta hit Shift W.
I
So to
did.
tip it up. No, you're
Yep.
doing Shift S again.
Oh, you're right.
There
I
you go.
did it
Now
wrong.
just slowly walk forward.
Yeah, slowly walk forward. There we go. Nope, I did the wrong one again. Why can't I remember to do Shift
This was
W?
this looked a lot easier yesterday,
I know it really did.
right?
Yeah, I know. Oh, here we
Maybe it's
go.
just this tree.
I think it
There
is.
you
It's
go.
the
Now
tree.
you're walking with it.
There
It's
I
cooperating
go.
now. So
Yeah,
you
see?
are walking a little bit faster than I would be, right?
Well, no wonder, because I'm
So I
kind of in
just
a hurry because we're
actually,
starting so late.
right? I actually just kind of give it little blips, like walking forward, like just tapping
Oh,
it,
that's true. You
going
do.
forward.
That's true.
Yeah.
Here, hit it with your axe and take over.
All right. Let's see if I can walk it down there.
And then I can show what it looks like from away from people, like backwards.
Another thing too is you can actually just rotate it.
Well,
Like
yeah.
just keep. But that's boring.
But the point of all of this is because sometimes new players don't have the trucks, and you need to get money in order to have an axe. And the reason why we're showing it with a larger size tree is so we can show that you can do it with larger
So
size trees.
I'm just walking this tree over to my base at this
Yes.
point.
And you do it a lot slower than me, but I'm kind of like on hyper speed space at the
Yeah,
moment.
you were rushing a little bit, but that's okay. Another reason why we were.
You're gonna hit all those trees.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I don't think we're. Did you want to use this tree
No,
in the mill?
no, but well, we could, but I think it'll take
This
too
one
long.
would actually. It
Would
would
it?
work really good. I think it would actually. It would be a really good tree to put
See,
in the mill.
because this leads us into another way that you can get wood to different places. And the main topic of our stream tonight on tips and tricks with Mint So
Is
Fly and ItsMeGrammi are glitches.
messing around with a bunch of glitches.
And they are all legal in the game. You know me, I'm not going to be doing illegal stuff. You know that.
Never.
You know that. I'm going to get a close up. You
We
know I won't do
we
that.
don't condone any of that stuff.
No. But we
No.
do allow and condone or think it's okay to use the game dynamics and the game physics to our advantage. Which
If it's
is
within the
what
parameters
glitches.
of gameplay,
Yes, he
then
says it
it's
so much
legal.
better. He says it so much better
Right?
than I do.
We're not using any scripts or third-party
Correct.
programs or anything
Correct.
like that. This is all strictly within the parameters of the game itself.
Yes.
The glitches that we're using are just bugs in the programming.
And once a game creator takes those bugs out or tries to fix those bugs, then we will no longer use those glitches.
Yeah.
Now, how do
Well,
you
you
know when
won't be
they're
able
doing
to.
that? But how do you know when they do that? just because it won't work,
Well,
or is there
it
a
just
way to
won't work
find out?
anymore. That's what a lot of times when they're patching games, they're fixing bugs in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So for a long time, a glitch might work, and then if they don't want you to use it anymore, they'll patch it.
Do you want to just move your base over here to save time, or do you really want to carry that all the way?
Well, I can't move my base, but
We'll
so
just carry it.
what was the next thing on the list?
Well,
There
what we were
was
going to
the
do is that we wanted to start talking about glitch placing and how you can. Oh, we should go get a truck and see about
so
hooking this into the
we do
truck.
need this tree.
Yes, let me go get a truck while you're walking that, okay?
Yeah, make sure you get one with a cab on it. See if you can.
Yeah. Of course, you
We
do
left the
know
other
that
car behind.
I did mine way far away. My base is way far away. Like the farthest I could have it, probably. Not that I did that on purpose. So, glitching is not exploiting. It's not cheating. It's simply using the game and the physics of the game and the little bugs in the game to play a little smarter, maybe
Well,
more fun,
yeah, it
things
gives
like
us
that.
the advantage to do things easier sometimes. You do
Yes.
have to be careful with particular games on Roblox. There it will be in like the comments or the information about the game. If the developers don't want you using glitches, they will mention that in the rules of gameplay.
Yes.
And then if you're caught using glitches in games where they don't want you using it, you'll probably get a ban from
Okay,
that game.
I'm here.
So it's fine in this game. It might not be fine in others,
Okay. So the other
right?
way, once you have a truck, a big hauler, and you've got enough money and you've been able to purchase one, then you carry this truck with this with this carry this tree with this truck. Can't talk.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think? I've lined it up here. Would you agree?
It's going to be interesting because that's a pretty heavy tree.
I know. I
So
know. I
we'll
know. I
see.
know.
We'll see if it
Oh,
works. Let's try it.
I forgot to get my blueprint
I
out.
think that's actually a perfect spot to be sitting. So
Okay.
you're gonna want to put your blueprint right where I'm standing, right there.
Okay. Now, I'm
So
going to
this is
do
a
it and then we'll explain a little bit more about it.
okay.
I want to do
Okay, yeah.
R rotate. Am I hooked?
I don't believe you are. Try it a couple more times.
Well, might be too big, but
You can rotate out of it.
yes, that's
So
true.
just do R again, yeah. And then reposition yourself again and try it again. Oh, I think you got it.
Look, I got
You
it.
got it.
I got it.
I think you might need another truck.
Okay, now
Look at
if
this.
you can, I don't know
Hey,
if you can
drive it.
see this, but do you see how it's coming through the cab of the truck? I might
Nice.
need a new
That is
hairdo.
awesome.
Yeah, look at that. That is hilarious.
That's awesome. So this is
Wow.
actually how I harvest birch wood.
Okay, I got to get a different picture. Oh, look, I'm still smiling, even though I've got trees stuck in my cab. Well, it
That
didn't
is
hit me
hysterical.
or hurt me or anything. So
Yeah,
that's
no,
good.
that's good.
Yeah. So
And
now,
you're moving the whole thing. You have the power to actually. The truck's got the
and look,
power to drag
I'm
that
turning. I'm
whole tree.
turning too. I'm turning, turning,
Nice.
turning, turning. Am I going to my base or yours? I forgot.
Some of the that's we're gonna use that at my base shortly, but we're
Okay.
that's another glitch.
I think we'll just
Um,
stop here.
so the benefit of what you just did, which is using a blueprint to turn your truck,
Yes.
right? A
Yes.
lot of people know about this, but not everybody. So I think it's good that we cover it.
Mhm.
Now you can do it in any vehicle. So I'll just pull up like a little. I prefer to use a tiny floor. You can do it with any blueprint. You have to pull the blueprint out before you get in the driver's seat. So I'm holding it in
Correct.
my hand right now. I could place it on my base. I'm not going to, but so I hop in the driver's seat, and if I hold that blueprint anywhere in the box of the truck, and I hit R or T, it will actually rotate or turn the truck. So I can rotate, and I can also turn it. And I'm stuck in the ground. So that's awesome.
Well, while
I
he's
think
stuck
I'll
in
be
the ground,
respawning that.
while that
um,
vehicle is stuck in the ground, the reason why he told me to get the truck was and put it up in the corner. You can see where I have the little red square that's moving around in the video. He had me put it here was because that was where he wanted the truck to rotate at. Now there's other times when the part of the tree that you're trying to catch is maybe towards the back. and you might put it on the right side or the left side, whichever is closest to the tree. But this is also the trick you use if you are stuck in the and your tree is tripped over. So what I'm going to do is try and get out of this truck now, out of the truck, out of the tree. And so I'm going to click, I put it over here in this corner, and I'm going to push R. And I'm out.
There you go.
And I'm
Um,
free.
Another
Yay!
huge use for this glitch is that if your truck is flipped upside, say you drive off an embankment by accident and you flip your truck over and you're upside down and you're far away from your base, you can pull out your blueprint and hold it on the bottom side of your truck and tip it back over. So you can flip your truck back over if it's flipped, which is awesome.
You have to be in the driver's seat.
Yes, so the only stipulation with that glitch is you have to be in the driver's seat because that is the only point where the communication from your gameplay to the server is where it's saying that you're in control of the vehicle. So have a look at this, Grammy. So I'm going to get you to hold your blueprint.
Yep.
Hold it in the back of my truck.
In the back of your truck. Okay.
Yeah, the one I'm driving. Hold your blueprint in the back of the truck that I'm driving,
Yes.
and hit R. And
R.
you will see my truck spin, but then it will go back to the way it normally was. Right?
There you go. You are
So
spinning.
that's because you're not in command of the vehicle.
Okay.
Even if you're in the passenger seat, you wouldn't be able to turn the tires. So you're not going to be able to keep that command of turning the truck. So you always have to be in the driver's seat for it to work.
And you want to sort of think that there's like a pipe or something going from where you're putting that blueprint, because that's the pivot point, right?
Yeah, the blueprint is the exact center of the point of where you're going to pivot your rotation. So if you hold it in the back corner, your truck's going to spin wide. If you hold it near the center of the truck, it'll spin on a dime, basically.
Woo-hoo. So everybody got it. Everybody knows it. Y'all.
I think everybody's going to be able to figure it out from there.
Yes.
From that,
we need to start talking about how we glitch floors so that we can then go into making
so we're going to build a modded sawmill.
Now, a lot of you already know about it, but we're going to go into some of the tricks of it because there's some reasons. You know how sometimes your modded sawmills don't work?
Well, I'm going to teach you how and why.
Yep.
So these things are finicky. I've got 2 floor pieces over here that are glitched together.
Okay.
Maybe let's bring a truck over here because it's kind of dark and I don't have lights. So we'll just use headlights for now.
Why does it always seem like we're recording when it's dark?
But we're going to take all this apart and redo it for you guys to be able to see how it works and what we're doing. So these 2 floors, let's just peel them apart. Put one there. So we've got N times wood and birch wood, right?
Yes.
And we're going to leave this N times floor piece here. And I'm going to get you to take this birch floor piece, the large floor.
Yes.
I'll lay it flat here. And I'm going to get you to put it halfway inside this one.
Yeah.
Because a modded sawmill is
you moved it on me.
yeah, no, I just put it right here. So a modded sawmill is essentially one mill placed inside another, which you can't do without glitching.
Like I'm trying, and it's just going on top.
Yeah, so you're never going to get it in there. So what we're going to do, in order to be able to glitch place things, we have to make the this N times floor, we have to make this floor disappear for you, but not disappear completely.
Right.
So I want you to pick it up.
The white
mouse
floor?
over it. Yeah, the N times floor.
Okay. I
pick it up, mouse over it, and hit E. So now you're holding it in a print form, right?
Yes, I am holding on to it.
So now while you're holding it, I'm going to take you off of whitelist.
Okay.
So now you're off whitelist, and now I want you to cancel moving it. So
cancel moving it, which means I either hit B
or
and I canceled it
on the screen.
Yes. Oh no, it disappeared. I don't see it.
So that's supposed to happen. So I'm going to put you back on whitelist, and I'm going to show you something.
Okay, hold on a second.
So it's gone for you, right?
Yes, and that's what I'm trying to make sure everybody sees.
But it's still there for me. If you look, I'm standing on top of it right now. Does it look like I'm floating? Look under my feet.
Do you see that? That space that's there? Yeah. It's like
I'm standing on top of it. So it's still here.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So it's only gone for you because we've removed it by local player only.
And
So
you
it's
are the
only
local
gone,
player.
no, you are.
Oh, I'm the local player.
It's only gone for you on your machine, not on mine, not on the server, just you.
Oh,
So now
okay.
you can pick this piece up and put
Yes.
it where this one was,
Yes.
right? Because this piece was gone for you. So don't put it all the way in. Actually, yeah, that works too. So now you just see the birch floor, right?
Yes.
But
And
I
I
see
moved it
both of
off
them.
to the side a little bit.
And in order for me to show you what I'm looking at, I'm going to make the end times floor reappear by move canceling, or it's called an E move B,
Yes.
right? So now you
And
should
there
see
they
what
are.
I'm seeing. So you just put a piece inside another piece. You glitch place those together, right?
Yep.
And it was just a case of picking it up, being taken off whitelist,
Yep.
canceling that move, and then being put back on whitelist, and you can put something where that thing that you touched was.
Yep.
So now you're going to do the same thing with these sawmills.
Are there two
But
in
there's
here
something
already?
going on with the sawmills that is in particular before we get ahead of ourselves.
There are
So
certain things that you have to do when you're doing the
when you're building one of these mills, you're going to want to use the Sawmax O2, but not the XL. Okay.
right.
So not the Sawmax O1 because it's got a smaller input window, and not the Sawmax O2 XL because the thing's massively long.
Right.
You want the short one with the big input window.
Okay.
So this is the Sawmax O2 non-XL. And the reason why is because when you put a chunk of tree in here, so a glitched
Love you
mill
guys
will
too.
it'll eat a whole tree, right? When you go to fill this sawmill, you have to fill the entire inside of the mill front to back. Even with it can be as big as a twig, but it just has to be as long as the inside of the mill. So
Mhm.
if you get the XL, you're gonna have to have a straight part longer than the mill to get it to work. So these ones have a little bit more functionality because you don't need the straightest part of the tree to be nearly as long as using an O2 XL. But what you do is you place both your mills and you're going to max both of them out,
Yes. So we
right?
maxed the one out all the way up till 3, so you
So
can't go
these
up
are
any
all
farther.
maxed.
And this one's
And then
2.6, and that's 3, 2.6.
so
Yes.
now what I want you to do is I just want you to on one of them just take the top number and just click it down one value.
I'm going to click this one down one value. So we have 2.8, 2.6,
Perfect.
3, and 2.6.
So now those are the values that you need to have. Once you set those, never change them again. So now it doesn't matter which mill you decide to put into which. You can have the one with the 3 here and then put the one with the 2.6 in it, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. But what you're going to do is you're going to pick up this sawmill.
Okay, I'm going to pick up the one sawmill.
Yeah, pick this one up. Let me know when you have it.
And the reason why I'm picking up the one on the back and not the one on the front is because there's a certain thing you were telling me about the the placement of them.
Which one are you holding?
Oh, I was supposed to pick up the one in the front, not the back, right?
Yeah, you got to pick this one up because it needs to disappear for you so that you can
Yeah,
put this
well,
one where it
you know
is.
what? That is a good thing to say why I was doing it the wrong
While you're
way.
picking it up. That's all good.
While I'm picking it up, I'm going, "Oh, I'm picking up the wrong one." Okay, I have it. It is roaming around, dancing on
Okay,
your head.
perfect. So I'm going to take you off a whitelist. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, you're off whitelist, so you can cancel moving that sawmill.
I'm
It'll
going to push
disappear.
B and cancel, and it disappeared.
Poof. Now it's still there for me, right? Just like before
Yes.
with the floor. So you're back on whitelist. Don't move this just yet because I'm going to make you a reference point.
Okay.
So this is where the sawmill is going to be going up against. So
Yes.
right to the edge and then right up against this. So take
Yes.
this mill and put it right here.
I will do so. So I'm moving it forward. And you'll notice usually when you can't put something down, it's red. But even though I'm putting it where that other sawmill is, but you can't see it, it's green. So I'm going to push E put it down. There it is.
Perfect. So now, in order to be able to tell that it worked,
Mm-hmm.
the numbers change. Why is that so bright?
You
Oh,
got the
because
end times
all the
wood
headlights.
and the headlights.
So now I'm going to move B both the mills.
Okay, and right
So
now it
move
still says
cancel.
3 and
So
2.6.
pressing E move B.
And now
And
it's
does it still say 3?
2, 3, 8 and 2.6.
There you go. So now we know that
Hi,
it's a
Noah.
working modded sawmill. So what we're going to do next is we're going to jam a hatch into the output end of this thing. So let's go grab a hatch real quick. I know you have one. I know I don't have one.
They're on my base.
I can't remember where it was.
Oh, I think you're whitelisted too, right? Still.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
with glitch, sometimes with glitch placement, you go back and forth so many times with the on off that it's hard to know which one is on and off.
Yeah. It's a process. Once you do it enough times, you get used to it. It's actually very useful.
Here, I'll get you one from inside here. They're in the box.
Yeah, I can remember where they were.
That's okay. I knew.
Here, I'll let you drive.
About time. Uh-oh. No, it's still there. Okay. I had to take an aerial view and make sure that it was still there.
Yeah, it was hopping around.
Yeah, I know. Okay, there we go.
So this thing's a little bit particular.
You got the
Some
hatch?
some people just use yeah, I'm holding it right now.
Okay.
Some people just use a piece of wood. Some people use wires. I prefer a hatch because it actually places itself in a particular spot.
Okay. And what particular spot?
Well, I mean, some people will just put a wire across the front of this opening to stop the tree from poking through. Because if it comes out past before it starts processing, it just won't work, right?
Right.
But the thing about this hatch is, if you place it just like this, so if you have a look at, it's about 1.5 units to the button of the hatch. It's about 1.5 units.
And by 1.5 units, he means like a small square like this is 1 unit. That's 1 unit.
So that's 1 unit. This will be 2.
So that
if you just look how far in, right?
Yes.
So now, when I close that hatch,
yes,
it's going to barricade off the output of the sawmill.
Right.
But it's not exactly on a 1 unit edge placement. It's like inset a little bit from a full unit placement, and I think that helps.
Before we ever did modded sawmills,
so that's my personal preference. Before using the hatch in that exact spot.
Gotcha. Before we ever did,
what were you saying?
Yeah. Before we ever did modded sawmills, in the old days of the Lumber Tycoon 2. Anyway, we would use the hatches in the sawmills because just to keep the woods to go slower through it. Otherwise, it would go out too fast sometimes, and you'd have problems. So we're gonna put this whole tree in there. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So the thing about modded sawmills,
you really saying that? We're gonna put the whole tree in.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick. Well, we're not gonna get the whole thing in there, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of trimming in order to make one part of it long enough to fill the mill, but it has to be on a flat enough side of the tree that it'll, like, because the mill's so close to the ground, so we have to like flatten a portion of this tree out a bit.
Okay.
Right?
Are you walking it over here though, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
So if you're gonna use a modded sawmill, you're gonna have to learn how to move big trees with control.
Yes.
You can't just fling a tree around and expect it to land inside that sawmill. So that's another portion of why we were getting to that as well, right?
Yes, that's the other reason why we were talking about moving the trees. This is where the pro comes in.
I want to cut this thing down. It looks like the base part of this tree right here is long enough to fill that mill.
It sure does.
So I just have to flatten it down to a point where it will freely go in there.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to start cutting some of this up.
Okay.
And hopefully I don't have to cut too much off, because then the plank won't come out very big. But sometimes you get lucky with trees. They're just shaped the right way, and you can, like, I think the biggest elm tree that I modded, put into a glitched mill and had a modded plank, it was longer than twice the length of my base. It was absolutely massive. And it was very cool to watch
Oh,
when it made it.
two other real quick things while you're doing that. You said that there's a certain place on the base that you want to make sure you put your sawmill.
Yes. Um, so a lot of people have these. Some of them had a buddy make it for them. Some of them watched a YouTube video and made it themselves. Um, and the thing is most people that have these can't get them to work. So I find a lot of people they'll see me using in this and they'll be like, "Can you come fix mine?" And when it's built, if it says 238 on the top number, it's working. It's fully functional. There's no fixing needed. The stipulations with how well it's going to work are based on this this plot that I've placed my base at. Okay, this mill has to be facing a certain direction on this plot. If I put my base over on this other plot across the store, I have to have that sawmill facing a different particular direction for it to work. So that's kind of the problem that people have is they're not aware that per base location, the orientation of your mill matters.
And how do you
So
know
that's why.
what's and you just said what the best way was? Just naming saying it.
So I do know that the base across from the land store, that the one that you're looking in the direction of, right over there, the little
Yes.
one that's off by itself,
Yes.
right across from the land store, that one you have to have your sawmill facing towards the bridge.
Towards the
If it's
bridge.
not facing
Okay.
towards the bridge, it's not going to work. You can try all day long, it won't go. My personal favorite. So I have two locations that I prefer to use. This is number one on my list. Is this
Okay.
location, and having my sawmill facing towards the boat or Link's Logic. So the output of the mill facing towards Link's Logic, and having it on this general corner of the base on this particular plot, it literally works every time.
And for those of you who don't know,
There's
Link's logic is on the other side of the water. So you want to have it facing towards where Hoover, the raft
yeah,
ramp
where
is.
the boat and the dock is.
Yes.
So that's this plot that I'm at and the plot that you're at are I find the two most efficient plots to use.
Yay.
Another thing as well is, do you see where the first branch out on this tree is from the
Yes.
straight shot that I'm filling it in?
Yep.
So if this knuckle, okay, let's just call it a knuckle where the branch is split out. If this knuckle was shorter than the window of this door, so if I get the base of the tree up against the hatch, it should go. But if I have a knuckle started inside the beginning of this window, it won't go.
Uh-huh.
So you have to have one part of the tree, a single stretch long enough to fill the whole mill.
Okay.
And because of where we've placed it, I'm 99% confident that this is going to work first try.
Okay. Let's see.
Once I get it in there.
It's a
It's being
little
funny though.
tilted. Well, it's a little tilted.
Yeah, it is.
The right corner is up too high.
That part's too big.
Well, it looks more like it's tilted. Like the whole tree is tilted that way.
Yeah, what's holding it up though? I think maybe this. Nah. Oh yeah, it is this. Hold on. If I go like this should help, I think.
Because there was a little bit of a nub. Yep.
Leaning,
Now
now it's leaning down a little bit better.
one. It's.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. And it flung. I picked it up wrong angle. Remember what I said about always make sure it's in front of you?
Yes, and I was looking at it thinking, oh no, somebody joined us.
Yeah, I didn't have it in front of me when I touched it, so it decided to jump. But I have a pretty good feeling that this is going to work the first time I stick it in that sawmill.
Okay.
We're not gonna have to sit there and click on it all day long, because that's another thing too. Like sometimes the modded sawmills, they just get mean and they make you work for it. So you got to sit there and click over and over and over on this poor tree, and finally it will eat the whole tree. But these are very handy to have because you can store wood a lot simpler, right?
Yes.
Like wood storage doesn't become nearly as much of a chore because you're not moving millions of little pieces around all the time.
Yes. And then you can always cut them down and use them for smaller parts and things like that. Now,
Yeah, and
there's one
you can re-mill wood.
yeah, there's one thing real quick about this that um is that I never wanted a I just blanked on what they're called.
A
Modded
modded
sawmill.
sawmill,
I've never wanted a modded sawmill because I thought that they were cheating or that it was doing some sort of illegal thing in the game, and you know how I am about that kind of stuff.
like
However,
exploiting basically.
yes, I was thinking it was something along the lines, that it just was something dirty and you didn't want to do. But I found out that it's really not. It's just the glitching of it and using the dynamics that are in the game to your own advantage. And
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. So now I'm going to have a modded sawmill on my base eventually. Not right this minute.
yeah.
And Hudson, I
Now,
would love to play with you, just not right now because we're doing the recording. But another time, sure. Just send me a
yeah.
DM. I've got my Discord. You're welcome to join. Oh, there goes the tree, I think. It's starting to go in. You're welcome to
I
join
think
my
it's trying
Discord,
now. There
anybody.
we go.
Yeah, there it goes. Look at that.
Are you
It's
watching?
going in. I'm watching. I'm watching.
Okay, make sure you pay attention.
I'm watching.
Of course, now because we're recording, it's not going to work, right? I'm
There it goes. Oh,
oh
it didn't do it.
99% sure it's going to work, and it didn't.
Oh my
What
goodness.
is going on?
I've never seen one not work for you.
I know, right? It's because people are watching.
Oh my
But
goodness.
that's okay because I haven't given up faith yet.
So,
So now, have a look at this. Because it didn't work,
yes,
it's
what are
not a
you going to
lost
do?
cause.
Okay,
I'm going to reload my base exactly where it is.
you're going to
But in order
reload
to
your
do
base.
that, yeah.
Okay,
So the tree isn't milled yet, right?
right. So usually it would disappear.
So if I reload and place my base here, this tree is going to disappear. So I'm going to move the tree before I place my base back down.
Okay,
Right? Makes sense?
okay.
So I get this thing out of the way as gently as possible.
I never realized that this was going to take so long. I'm teasing
Neither
you.
did I, actually. No, I
We
honestly
might have
didn't
to
see it take
we
this
might
long.
have to save the tank for another time.
That's
We'll
okay because that was oh,
Oh,
which lot was
you
that
guys
on?
have got to see the tank. I mean, really,
Oh, it's
it's a tank.
hilarious.
Yeah, but
it's
if we don't get to it, we'll have to do it next
it's
time
pretty hilarious. What
because
time
we
did
do
we start this?
9 and it's 10 till 10. No, we started at 10 and it's 10 till, well,
11.
people have different times, but it
Yeah.
is 10 minutes till the hour.
How long have we been streaming for?
Are we still loading?
Like
Yes,
an
we're
hour,
loading.
roughly?
I don't know at the moment. I'd have to look.
I
And
feel like it's been an hour, maybe.
50 minutes, 50. So,
So this thing
um,
is bound to work now, by the way, because I just reloaded my base.
okay, famous last words. I'm teasing you.
I know. You're allowed to tease.
We have a lot of fun together. And,
Oh
because
yeah.
Nate's the one that helped me do the diagonal chair. And didn't you guys like it? Did you guys see the diagonal chair that we put in that, the cushy chair, the love seat kind of chair? If you didn't see it, you got to look for that video from last week, the diagonal chair, because that's really cool the way we did that. That was glitch placing.
Yeah, that was a fun video actually.
And my Discord is, I just blanked on what the name of my Discord is. It's me, Grammy. No, my Discord is hooked on. It's in the descriptions. It's in the thing, and it's I don't have a vanity type of address for it. So I have to use those letters and numbers, and I don't remember them right at the moment. It's but you can connect with my profile. You can connect with a lot of different ways to my Discord. The other thing is too is that if you like this live stream, please click the like button and let me know when you are ready to do something, and I'll watch.
Grammy,
Yes,
we have a problem.
it's not gonna work.
You broke the sawmill.
I broke this.
I don't know what's going on. It's not working. This like is amazing to me. I've literally never had one of these not work like this. This is amazing.
Okay, has
Oh, I got
anybody
an idea. Hang on, hang on. I got an idea.
anybody who
Start
ever
chopping
knows
stuff
me, this
off.
kind of stuff happens to me lots of times.
Right? It's amazing.
And then other times I'm a genius, so who knows?
What is the farthest point away? I'll just chop this chunk off, see what happens.
Screen went black?
This is
What do you mean the
this is a
screen went black?
lot to be
Hold on. Screen went black.
chopping off. Uh-oh. Screen went black. Everything is breaking down.
Did we lose the entire thing?
Your
Actually, I'm
OBS
getting, oh,
froze?
there's errors. Something about the keyframe frequency.
What?
I was supposed to fix the keyframe frequency, and I don't know how to do that. Keyframe frequency is broken. So does anybody see anything? You can't see the stream.
No, it's black.
We've lost everything. You're right, because I'm looking at
I
it right
don't
now too,
know.
and it is black. All you see
I
is
don't
my heart
know
in the
if
corner.
I don't think they can hear us either.
Um,
My life is breaking down. Oh my goodness.
can you hear us?
Oh my goodness. What happened?
Oh
Oh, they
golly.
can still hear us. Okay, well, I totally just sabotaged this whole tree.
Can you hear us? Can you still hear us talking?
Yeah, they
Oh, you
said that they
can.
can hear us.
Okay, well,
So you have audio and no video,
I have to figure out how to make the video work. I don't know what to
which
do.
is that's something. I don't know. Maybe when the video
Um,
works, it will fix my freshly built modded sawmill.
oh
Yeah,
my goodness. Um, anybody
this
know
is
how
my
to
favorite spot, and
anybody
it's
know
not
how to
working.
fix it?
This is beyond me.
I have to exit the stream in order to try and fix it. It says something about the keyframes are wrong, so I have to fix the keyframes.
Well,
And I don't know how to fix the keyframes.
should we just start a new one? We'll be like the continuation. Give us 5 minutes, and we'll be back up and running. And I'll go get a new tree because I just wrecked this one. Oh goodness. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Hi, Plugly. Welcome to a
put
black screen.
put a message on on YouTube saying technical
Oh, golly.
difficulties. Back in 5 minutes. Oh
All
my
right.
goodness.
You know what? Tell you what, guys. I have a question for you. Would you like us to stop this one and start again like in 5 minutes? Or do you want us to just wait and start it again next week on Tuesday when we have the next Tips and Tricks Tuesday? I'm looking at what you're typing, so whatever you type, you tell me which way you want it. Either we can do tips and tricks in 5 minutes and I restart the stream, or
Plugly wants to wait.
we can wait and start for next week. So what would you guys like to do? So far we have
Wait
one
5 minutes or wait a week.
Yeah, I guess wait because I have to go to
Yeah.
bed.
Noah wants it to be next week too, so that he
Okay,
can.
everybody. We will do it next week. Tips and Tricks Tuesdays with Grammy
So,
and
just out of curiosity, did you want to do a live stream or should we just do a recording?
okay, what do you guys want for Tuesday next week? Do you want live stream or do you want recording? Hi, Soviet Ice Cube. So we can do a live stream next week, or we can do a recording. Which one would you prefer?
We can put a poll in the Discord if you like.
Yes, we could do that. We could put one in the
Yeah.
Discord. And
Yeah.
if you guys have anything in here you want to say real quick before we end the stream, say it now. But let me tell you that, you know what? Even when things like this go wrong, even when things like this happen, I
We're
still
still
think
having
this
fun.
is hilarious. It's not
Well,
hilarious that we can't do
we're
the
still
live
having
stream,
fun.
but we are still having fun. We're not going to let it get the. Oh, okay. What time live stream? Let's set a time. How is what
Let's do
time?
it. Let's do it earlier for everybody else
Yes.
because
What
it got
about?
pretty late.
Yes, I agree. Well, you
Yeah.
didn't miss the stream. It's just that our stream went broke. My stream broke.
Yeah, it broke. Technical difficulties have
My
occurred.
yes. In fact, if you
It's
want to
been a.
type,
It's
you know what?
also it's been a long day for Grammy as well.
if
So
if you want to
yeah,
type
it
that in,
has.
feel free about it that it broke. And while I'm talking, so anyway, if you want to know what time we're doing it next week, probably 8 p.m. Eastern is what time we're going to do it. Right? You'll be home by work from that time. Nate, do you think 8 p.m. Eastern time next Tuesday? Tips and tricks. Okay, I
I think I'm gonna be able to
8
manage any time
8
pretty
p.m. is 5
much.
p.m. Pacific
Yeah,
time.
that's
So
totally manageable for
all
me.
right, 8 p.m. next Tuesday. We will be here. We will have things fixed. I will get in touch with Code Primate and find out what it is that I'm doing wrong or what I
Yeah,
broke.
we're gonna get some help from the pros.
Yes, I will get pro help.
Here, I'm
And
gonna grab a screenshot real quick,
oh, okay.
and we will
And
try to.
but also, if you want to know exactly what time and you want to get notifications, please click like if you like it. If you don't, I understand for tonight, especially. Although, golly, Um, and subscribe. Last I knew, I was only a couple away from 300 subscribers. And remember, when I get to five, you get to find the name out, the reason for my name on why it says it's me, Grammy.
Oh yeah, I was
It
excited about that.
is a hilarious story, believe me. I mean, it's hilarious. And I didn't name me, my somebody else did.
So we're only 204
I
subscribers away from that number.
I think
Am I
so. I
right?
was like almost three at
Nice.
three, and let's see. So like and comments. Feel free to put comments, and if you have an idea of how to fix the keyframe, tell me. I don't mind. I'm here to learn, and I don't mind knowing that I don't know everything.
I honestly have no idea. I can't help. Because I might be good at lumber, but I am not a pro at YouTube.
Obviously, neither am I. But I will be. I will be. Yes, I will.
That's okay. Yeah, it's all a learning experience.
So you guys have a wonderful night, and when things like this happen to you, just laugh about it because it doesn't. You can cry maybe for a minute, but then laugh about it because laughing is so much more fun.
Laugh and learn. Learn from it,
Yes.
right?
LOL, laugh and learn. See, we should LAL, laugh and learn instead of LOL, laugh out loud. But anyway,
Yeah.
so like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you hit the little bell so you get the notifications from me. And Nate will be here next Tuesday. So,
Cool.
as always, guys, Nate, you want to say anything before I completely say goodnight?
No, you can take over.
Okay. As I always tell you guys, the reason why I have my heart and the reason why it's all different colors is because my heart always goes out to you guys, whether I'm with you in video or anywhere. My heart goes out to you. So, everybody, hearts out. Love you. No, unless I broke that.